It was March when I went on my first documentary film trip to Mecca, and it was hot. So my crew and I went into one of the thousands of huge tents set up there for some shade to do an interview. From across the tent, a man started pointing and yelling and objecting. Immediately, I assumed he was angry because a woman had entered his space. I, the American, sighed, and I might even have rolled my eyes. But while I sat there, feeling frustrated and disheartened, my wise Sudanese crew chief engaged the irate man. And what did he find? Was it about me or about women? No, not at all. The problem was we entered without knocking. We didn't say hello. We didn't introduce ourselves. We didn't ask if it would be okay to conduct an interview there for public television. To us, the tent appeared to be a public place, and that's why we walked in. But to him, it was like a home. In the Quran, Islam's sacred text, chapter 24, the chapter called Light, it says, "Believers, do not enter each other's houses until you have asked permission to do so and greeted those inside." Fast forward, we all apologized profusely, introduced ourselves, and engaged appropriately, asking permission to come in. Only then did we do our interview and enjoy the tea someone kindly brought to us. As a Muslim, I still have so much to learn about my religion and about my own unconscious assumptions. This cultural faux pas was also a religious one, and often the two merge. Even practitioners from the same religious tradition are susceptible to making these mistakes. Why? Because cultural and religious identities are woven together, and they vary from place to place. In today's geopolitical landscape, religious engagement can be far more complex than that moment in Mecca, with a lot more at stake. The U.S. government cannot afford to avoid or minimize the important role of religious actors. The opportunity and the need are all around us. Think of the situations in Egypt, Honduras, Bangladesh, Kenya, Burma, Nigeria, and Syria. Now, more than ever, U.S. engagement with religious leaders and communities is vital and has the potential to build bridges and mitigate conflict. Scholars say major religious actors throughout the world enjoy greater political influence today than at any time in modern history. And with a new White House approach to proactive engagement with religious leaders and communities, the Department of State is creating new frameworks for action. I'm here to introduce an important new tool for this effort, a 3-part multimedia training designed to guide U.S. foreign affairs officials in navigating issues that touch on religion and conflict. Module 1 discusses the First Amendment of the Constitution as it may be applied abroad. It uses case studies to show how the U.S. government can engage proactively within the parameters of the Establishment Clause. Module 2 explores the role of religious identity and perception in conflict and helps uncover biases and assumptions, like mine in Mecca, in order to be more effective in engaging with religious actors. Module 3 provides a framework and tools for navigating the religious landscape, which will assist in identifying partners and selecting appropriate types of engagement. The training is flexible. You can study at your own pace or use the case studies for group exercises. It features real-life experiences drawn from your colleagues around the world and illustrates the benefits and challenges of engaging with faith-based communities. Granted, a short course like this is just a beginning. Use your post's unique culture and history, combined with your own curiosity, creativity, and skills, to shape the way you engage personally and professionally with local communities. How we engage makes a difference. Thanks for taking the time and using this course to support your work.